Alright, here we are again up Mount Karoi, but just look at these, again, angles of rocks. I don't know, does that look natural to you? Pretty damn square to me. Yeah? And like this bit is all just sort of melted over or something. Yeah, and just everything seems like even. You know, it's always symmetrical, isn't it? It's always
Nature's not like that.
like brickwork,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, and like Sammy said, nature's not like that. Another awesome view. Fire. The realm. Check this realm out. What a view from up here. What's up there? What the hell is past there? Not space. Oh, not what we're told anyway. We just don't know. I think the ancients had a better idea. Hey mate,
Yeah, mate.
how are ya? Yeah. The ancients knew a lot more than we did, and yeah, if you think that water's being held up by gravity, then far out. Just shoot yourself in the face. They got you good. They got you real good. So yeah, here's an awesome view of these mountains that, you know, what were they once? You know, there's Pomona Mountain, we're going to do that in a couple of days, climb up there, check it out. There's Quran, another one down there, we're going to go down there, but...
You're not allowed to climb this one.
Yeah, you can't climb. How's this one? You're not allowed to climb this mountain here. It's open one day a week, and it's owned by Coca-Cola.
No, 1 day a year.
1 day a year, sorry, yeah. And it's owned by Coca-Cola. But funnily enough, there's a natural spring under it. Huh? Which they own and sell back to us. How awesome's that for them? You know, and bottle it and poison us as soon as it goes in a bottle. Yeah, just these huge mounds, like what the hell were they? There's more down there, you know. Were they trees? Were they big mushies? Were they buildings? You know, that's what Sammy and I are going to look into
Just go on
as much as we can. Just go and cruising.
Talk about it.
Yeah, we can have a chat. Talk about how ridiculous people are thinking that they live on a spinning ball. Like, it's time to wake up, people. You know, you've only got to look at the stars.
How water behaves.
Yeah, the properties of water. You know, it'll always seek level. And you can demonstrate that. We're talking observable, testable, repeatable science, practical science, you know, physical science, not physics, like mathematical bullshit, you know. Engineers, when they go to study engineering and so forth, they learn Euclidean mathematics, which is XY axis, you know. Doesn't mention a curve. When they build railroads, they don't take in curvature of a train track. You know? They don't take in the curvature of the earth when they build these train tracks, ever. Yeah, and just look at the stars. I mean, that's the best one, or one of the best. You know, the stars wouldn't stay the same for 1 day if we lived on a globe. It takes a year to go around the sun. Think about this. It takes a year to go around the sun while you're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. Okay, it takes a whole year to go around the sun. So as you're going around the sun within this solar system, they tell us, the stars shouldn't stay the same for a day. Do you understand? As they go around the solar system, as they go around the sun, because you're seeing different stars within the solar system, yet take into account that you're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour as well, so these stars would just be higgly-piggly shit all over the place, not fixed and stayed the same for thousands of years, guys. So, I don't know. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee. You know, we're dealing, No one talks to me from my family, do they, Ding, anymore? The parents, my parents think we're all crazy, you know. It's a good way to lose friends, to talk about the truth, you know. So, yeah, but behaviours of water. You know, in space, if there's a vacuum, there should be a barrier. Okay, gases, again, if they try to say that these gases behave in a way to create a barrier, you know, as they get into space. But again, let's talk practical experiments, guys, here on Earth, and try to demonstrate this. You can't. Gases mix, mofos. So that's reality. You know, we could just talk about this all day, which I love to do, and I'm going to do more of this. Yeah, and trust your senses. Yeah, what do you think that is there when you're looking out? It's horizon, because it's horizontal, and it goes around, you know, around. Where's the curve, bro? And another good one, you know, 25,000 miles, the circumference of the Earth. At 10 miles, there should be 66 feet of curvature. This is the devil's mathematics, for fuck's sake. At 100 miles, there should be 666 feet of curvature from that point. As you go to 1,000 miles, there should be 6,666 feet of curvature. Guess what? Yeah, none. So, you know, we're crazy, man, because we look into stuff, and, you know, we talk about it and don't believe. You know, even the word believe, I believe this, I believe that. Why not fucking know it? Why not know? You know, and if you don't know it, you say, I don't know. You know, and it's like what we live on. We don't know. Like, we know that it's as far as we can measure, it's flat.
It's not a spinning ball.
It's not a spinning ball. We know that. We know that we're not allowed past Antarctica. You know, what are they hiding down there? We know we're not allowed in the north. So, you know, longest held treaty known to man is the Antarctic Treaty. Admiral Byrd talks about, and if you don't know, Admiral Byrd was one of the most decorated Navy, what do they call them, bloody sergeants, or what do they call them, the dudes. We're not real Navy dudes.
Yeah.
Don't really like boats, but yeah, he talked about more land down there, and how every country, on television, there's an interview on, even you can still find it on YouTube, they haven't ripped that one down yet, and yeah, talking about more land past Antarctica. So what the hell is that about? Yeah, he's talking about more materials, and how every country has showed a vested interest, and let alone, funnily enough, every country has got this, they all agree that you can't go down to Antarctica. And how funny is it that the UN flag is a flat earth map? So all the signs are there, guys. You know, they are trying to tell you, but you're just too stupid. You know, and if you're listening to this, then obviously you're one of us, most probably. So, welcome, dudes. Yeah. So I've just been talking. My name's Gaz. This is my son, Sammy. You know, this is just one of many videos. We're going to be talking about the truth, and we love the truth. You know. And
the truth will set you free.
Yeah, the truth will set you free. So, a pretty hazy day up here. But awesome spot to live, you know. And, you know, thinking about all these people, you know, in Melbourne at the moment, walking around with masks on, scared. Like, this is what we're dealing with, people. Complete fucking, excuse me for swearing, complete retards. Zombies. And I could say retards, but I like to pronounce it retards. So, yeah. And again, this fluoride has worked wonders on these people, your friends, your family, yeah, media, this education system. So if they want to reset and re-educate, it only takes 20 years to fucking re-educate a population and change the narrative. So, you know, everything points to something happened around the 1850s, that some sort of cataclysm around the 1800s, 1850s, where, yeah, that something happened to the civilizations then, who, you know, or was it a bit earlier and they've just been resetting these, you know, throwaway societies like ours, or was there a, you know, more advanced civilization here? you know, and or was there? There was. There were. There was. There was. There whiz. There was.
There's plenty of evidence to show that.
Yeah, and I mean in Sydney, where, you know, we're talking a place that, you know, they rocked up at 1788, supposedly. Captain Cook cruising, and stumbles across Australia, and they just chill out there and set up and build these buildings with his slaves. Like, if you walk around the city of Sydney, the buildings that they built then, it's all Tartaria. Like, they didn't build them. They, you know, and they say that they founded them. No, they just found them. Big difference. You know, put a little sign up, you know. There's a Freemasons Hall in every town, in every country in the world. There's even Freemason lodges on cruise ships. You know that. I've got a Freemason friend who was telling me that. So, and that's a whole nother story. I was actually approached by local Freemasons here in the area who love the knowledge that I sort of had and really wanted me to share it with them and want to be a part of the Freemasons. You know, these I don't know, you know, how much. I don't know them that well, but they seem like nice enough guys. But yeah, everything's polar. So yeah, within the, you know, everything's. There's a plane chuffing over there. There it is. Wonder what country's that coming from. And what was I talking about?
Everything's polar.
Oh yeah, and then we get into polarity, and you know, I love this one. You know, the elections are coming up. Everything's electric. That's what people have got to remember. When you look at the anatomy and atoms, we're made of atoms, and that's why they call it an anatomy. Okay, and it's all electric. We're electric beings. So even when the voting comes up soon, this voting coming up in. Yeah, we might as well head back, just have a bit of a chat. So the voting is coming up in America soon, and as I said, everything's polar, everything's electric, and so you go to the polls to vote, or vaults to vote is the vaults, and then we are gonna election is coming up. So the elect, when you break that word down, it's elect ions. So ions is charged particles of energy. So we're electing the charged particles of energy to elect who's in charge. So it's all electric, okay? So everything is polar, just like the Matrix, the blue pill, the red pill. And, you know, like the Freemasons, you got the blue lodge, the red lodge. You got a hot water tap, you got a cold water tap, red and blue. You've got the boxing, the blue and the red corner. Goes on and on. What else we got blue and red? Oh, Pepsi's blue and red. Yeah, and yeah, I can't, like, we're electric beings, dude, and they're poisoning us. So years ago, my stomach burst. I used to be a big meat eater, and I learnt the hard way, and I was laying sort of close to sort of death at one stage, and my stomach burst, and I thought it's all over for Gazman, and yeah, I changed my life and did some research and started eating raw food, veggies, exercising, not rocket science, you know, just eating really well, and you don't even have to eat much. It's the funny thing, you know, and that's one thing humans can be proud of, is their sewage system, because they're full of shit in every way, you know. And so yeah, we got someone coming up here. We're just gonna
Evening.
Yeah, so it's a nice day here on Qld Mountains. And here's the spot again, Ding. Before we go, we'll just quickly show you this before we go. So these are those square edges we talked about. More of that sort of stuff here. You know, I like this one. That's a really good one there. Square, square, square. Like, that's crazy square. And then here, just more of the same. Sorry if that's not. I just don't want to die. I'm like hanging over the edge of a cliff. So yeah, all these square edges. Yeah, you don't want it. Sam's just worried about losing the footage. So yeah, we're gonna make some more vids, guys, talking about this stuff. Look, this is classic. This stone here they've just used from up here. We just found more of these stones. They're like square stones on the top of a mountain in Australia where Aborigines hung out, and they chiselled these out with their didgeridoos and boomerangs. So yeah, we're just having a giggle. Like the workman who built that thing was like, no, don't worry about bringing your stone. There's plenty up there. There's plenty of bricks. Don't know who put it here, but yeah, we'll use that.
And throw a lot of it down as well.
Yeah, and we'll just use it. We'll use it. So yeah, the truth is the truth, dudes. And as I said, I've lost family, friends, and it is what it is. So let's just spread the word and try to get people to wake up. And look, it all starts with really what you eat, I think, because, well, you know, what's going into your body. So if you can control what's going in your body, that's half the start. Then you can start thinking clearly, and you're vibrating, you know, in the where you want to vibrate, not down in the pits of hell where they want you to be vibrating with the rest of these sheep. So yeah, you know, then you look into, there's just so much, the truth is just so interesting, I think. So, you know, yeah, way more interesting, the 7 chakras, you know, and you look into the human body, which is, you know, we've got the 7 chakras and the planets, you know, they say there's 8 or 9 planets. They threw in Pluto, and Earth isn't a planet. Pluto, like, for God's sake, how dumb are people? This thing with a dog on it that looks like Pluto. People buy it. Let alone, like, Walt Disney was one of the founders of NASA. Like, fucking hell, it's hilarious. Yeah, so yeah, 7 planets. So we live in a big atom. This is what I, you know, from my research. Anyway, this is what I don't know it, but I wouldn't say I believe it. I'd say this is the closest thing to what I think I know. We're in some sort of realm. Even Tesla said that, you know, it's like a circuit, you know, and that's why the Earth is the Earth. It's part of the, you know, you got your positive, your negative in the Earth, you know, sun, moon, maybe it's the positive and the negative, and the Earth's the earther. So then you got the ether. But yeah, could keep rambling. What was I talking about? I need to keep up with myself.
Chakras.
Oh yeah, thanks Stingy. So chakras. Yeah, so 7 chakras. How interesting is that? 7 planets, and this is where they say, like, no, you are God. You know, like God, you are. People misunderstand that. Then I, growing up, could never really put my finger on what that meant. You know, and I went to a Christian brothers school and taught by priests and brothers and that sort of jazz, and I'd say, you know, no, you have God in you, or you are God, or, you know, that sort of thing. And now I understand. Oh, I've got a closer understanding.
You can see the sun and moon.
Yeah, the sun.
Moon's up here.
There's moonage.
Very close.
Oh yeah, real close too. You
Might
can
not
see
be able to
that.
see it.
Oh, you can just see it. So, sun. Yeah, moonage. Awesome. On the realm, in the realm. So, yeah, how cool is that? That we're living in a big one of ourselves, and that's, you know, I think that's what I get out of it is, you know, you are God. You are someone's, you know, and then people, I think, get caught up on what God is and so forth. I think God is a creator, and we can be misled what that actually means. So, you know, there is a creator. DNA is a code. Can't smash 2 rocks or some rocks together and, you know, create everything that is. That's for the simpletons that they come up with that one. So, you know, probably still believe in Santa if you believe that, which is pretty scary because most people do. Anyways, we're going to love you and leave you on this outing this Ave. And more vids to come. Our channel, what's our channel called, Ding? Truth Hurts. That's Truth Hurts. Truth. Sorry, THURTS. So yeah, some more truth to come at ya, and keep it real.